I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this live broadcast of this match between Kenya Ports Authority and Mombasa Prisons, or Coast Prisons, if you may. It is the second day of this seventh leg of the Kenya Volleyball Federation Men's National League, playing here at the NYAYO National Stadium. Of course, today we are playing at
Oh yeah, hii mic uliitag actually, umeandika hapa camera mic.
Aya, tujaribu tena. Angalia kama unaziona. Anyway. So Prisons Kenya, Prisons Nairobi 3-0. KPA Rift Valley Prisons 3-1. Prisons Western, Kenya Forest 3-1. Check. Niandikie tu hapa kwa karatasi hapa. KPA nini? 3-1. 3-1. 1 Delta Beta Alpha. 1 1 1 1. Na hiyo nini yako imelin. Imelin hiyo nini yako. Swali yako? Delta, 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 delta. Check, check, check.
Beautiful morning, a very chilly morning here at the NYAYO National Stadium. The first match of the day, Prisons Coast against KPA underway. We take pride in bringing you these matches and entertaining you in the comfort of your homes. Thanks for joining us. We do hope that the weekend is so far going well for you. Please stay put as we bring these matches to you. This is the first match of the 3 matches that will be played today. Keep it locked. KPA in the lead 7, Prisons Mombasa at 5. Today's matches are being played in the outside court. Unfortunately, we could not secure the indoor arena this morning because of some unavoidable circumstances. I hope that this doesn't really affect the players, seeing as it's a cold morning, and hopefully it doesn't rain. Well, Chris Owala at the service court. I am your presenter, Florence Bosire. My colleague Yegon will be joining me shortly. We will be with him here at the commentary desk, trying to make you understand the actions and reactions on court. An ace by Owala, Chris Owala. KPA getting one more point, 9-5. and it goes out of court this time round. Very unfortunate. He seems to be serving quite well in the outdoor court compared to his services in the indoor court. The limits in space posing a challenge to him. Well attacked. Oh, the rebound. The libero fails to pick the rebound. Interesting. Elijah Bosiri attacks that ball and gets a point for KPA. We also saw some instances where Sam Juma was played at the left position yesterday in their match against Rift Valley Prisons. Simple attack that earns him yet another point. KPA increasing that gap by 6 points. Mombasa Prisons literally at half of what KPA has. That dodge by the setter making an additional point for Prisons Mombasa. Simple jump float, Theta picks it. Elijah, well attacked by Owala, and it flies off of the hands of the blocker, James Mungenyi, making it impossible to pick. Elijah Bosire serving for KPA. Scores are 13-7. Jump float there, easily picked. Bosire sets it. Well attacked, but an error in receiving that ball, sending it flying off court. Kevin Kipchumba with a very powerful attack there. Theta, that jumps up, easily picked. Nyabera, Bosire, Theta, and the ball is stopped from crossing the net by the very experienced center blocker, Jimmy Ngala. Another jump float that flies into the net. A lot of errors in services. Can see Lemoy there psyching up the team. Brian Kamonde at the service. Simply served, easily picked. Jimmy Ngala again. Will it be him? The setter struggles and sets that ball. Jimmy makes sure to earn a point. Unfortunately, the referee says that that contact on the ball by the setter was an overreach. Unfortunate. Richard Amtala, the setter there, struggling to set that ball. The coach, Prisons Mombasa, looking agitated by the referees. Remember that both teams originate from the coast, with the Kenya Ports Authority being close neighbors with Prisons Mombasa. Beautiful set by the setter there, splitting those blocks. Richard there splitting beautiful those blocks. Jimmy goes to serve. And he does though again. Unfortunately, on the net, stepping out, giving room for the libero player to step in. Seems to be a problem in the scoring of this match. Really what the coach was agitated about. Toita there, the captain, having a conversation with the referee. Well, that seems to be resolved or not. We wait to see, really find out what could be the problem. Again, we wait to see what happens. Taking rather longer than expected. The coach, and there we have it, a yellow card for the coach or the captain, Jimmy Ngala. Coach seems to have overstepped his boundaries. The captain there, Jimmy Ngala, going to the referee to try and calm the situation down. There is a challenge. The scores are meant to be 11. But according to the scoreboard, it does indicate 10 points for Prisons Mombasa. Well, that was resolved. We keep moving. That's a service for KPA. Kelvin Kipchumba, Mwiruri, Kipchumba attacks that. Well picked. Well picked once again. Mwiruri. Kipchumba seems to have missed a step in an attempt to attack that ball across the net. He does not go across. A point for Prisons Coast. Nicholas Maina at the service. Well picked by Kipchumba. Lemoy hits it. Easily picked by the libero. Again, still in play. Toita. Owala stopped on his tracks by the solid blocks of Mombasa Prisons, excited to block that again this time round. He does convert that set into a point. Same position, same style, split blocks, thanks to the setting of one Elijah Bosire. Chris Owala goes to serve. So jam serve, well picked, well set. Ball is still in play. Lemoy defends it. Once again, Lemoy, will they get a point? Ball is still in play. Kipchumba picks it. Bosire. Another confusion in the setting of that ball. Simply finished once again. Lemoy setting to Toita, who dodges that ball, and it does touch the ground. A net touch by Coast. Unfortunately, they could not get that point. Chris Owala still at the service. Again, the captain Toita heading over to the referees area. A lot of tension in this match between Kenya Ports Authority and Prisons Mombasa. A consultation between the two officiating referees of this match. This game associated with a lot of tension. KPA having a TED talk, insisting on the importance of staying in the game. And we're back to play. Owala, ball is picked, simply finished there by Kingori. Toita with that powerful attack that is proving to be difficult to pick, let alone block. Another service by Chris Owala right there. Simple serve, easily picked. Well set. Simple finish. Will it be Bosire? No, it won't. Owala hitting that ball on the blocks. Unfortunately, Kingori fails to convert that into a point. KPA at the 20-point mark with 20 points against 13 of Prisons Mombasa. Chris Owala still at the service area. Very strong service there. Toita making fun of that, attempting to act like he had the intention of picking that ball, then slowly lets it fall to the ground. Owala still serving for KPA, serves it on the net this time round. An error that he can afford to make. A huge margin there, 7 points in the lead, 4 points to the end of the first set. Kingori goes to serve for Prisons Mombasa. It's a float serve. Again, Lemoy making that score. Mambo could not stop him despite his attempts. Lemoy serves it, easily picked. It's a simple spin. Lemoy picks it. Bosire witty with that and dodges that ball, much to the surprise of Prisons Mombasa, who did not anticipate that move, having stepped behind, anticipating an attack from the wings. There we have it, the coach, Prisons Mombasa, One Nyambu. Where there is a net touch, again an argument about the nature of that point. Jimmy Ngala stepping in. Mambo goes to serve. Easily picked by Brian, who goes on to attempt to attack it. It's a quick ball, quick attack by One Toita. It's a jump float that is a point. Elijah Bosire sealing that set, 25-15 in favor of KPA. While we're seeing at the bench some of the players who featured in the just concluded Paul Bitok International Tournament that saw KPA take it with that win against Prisons Kenya 3-1 in the finals. players who have been barred from featuring in this league's season for many reasons, amongst them being the fact that they have played professional within the season. It's also important to note that Kenya Ports Authority are back into the contention of possibly going and having a chance to get back into the playoffs. A very interesting development there. They need to win all the matches left if they are to stand a chance to getting back in. Well, it is either Equity or KPA. And there we have the match statistics. The first set, KPA winning it 25 against 15 of Prisons Coast. Attacks we're having 10 by KPA, 5 by Prisons Coast. Blocks 2 for Prisons Coast, 1 for KPA. Service ace 4 for Kenya Ports Authority. Prisons Coast did not have any aces. Opponents' errors, we're having 10 for KPA and just 8 for Prisons Mombasa. Like I was saying, there is a chance for KPA to get back into the running, into getting the spot in the playoffs. Whether that will happen will be highly determined by the results of the matches left, and also the fact that they were awarded some points that had been taken away from them. Equity has one match against Mombasa Prisons on Sunday. We are going to my colleague Yagon, who is on standby. Yagon, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this live broadcast of this match between Kenya Ports Authority and Mombasa Prison, or of course Prisons if you like. The first set has just ended, and that has gone to Kenya Ports Authority. They've won it at 25-15. Yesterday's matches had KPA playing Rift Valley Prisons. KPA won 3-1. Western Prisons surprised Kenya Forest Service by beating them 3-1. Then Kenya Prisons beat Nairobi Prisons 3-0. Today we have Trailblazers and Nairobi Prisons lined up, as well as Western Prisons and Rift Valley Prisons. So you can bet that they are going to be quite entertaining matches live from NYAYO National Stadium, and we are glad to be able to bring you these matches live from this place, of course courtesy of Trailblazers Volleyball Club and Mafro Sports. In the commentary desk is my colleague Florence Bosire, and I take you back to Flo in the commentary desk, which I'll be joining her shortly.
And we're back with the second set of the first match of the day between Kenya Ports Authority and Prisons Mombasa. Kenya Ports Authority having won the first set 25-15. The second set is underway, almost serving off. We're waiting to see how that goes. From the look of things, KPA being better placed, having taken the first set. Elijah Bosire at the service, well picked. Very powerful attack there by Mombasa Prisons. Well served, well set. Ball is still in play. A high set that is easily picked once again by Chris Owala. That save by Jimmy Ngala, very interesting save. Again, Kipchumba hitting that ball. There is a net touch. There seems to be a net touch by Nicholas Maina of Prisons Mombasa. Toita goes on to serve for KPA. Well set. Again, an instant point by James Mugenyi there. Giving Mombasa an early lead 2-1. Mugenyi serves it. Mwirori picks it. Bosire Kipchumba, who is stopped on his tracks by one Kingori. Kingori really excited by that block. Again, a service. Kipchumba once again. This time round, he puts more power into that ball, making it impossible for Kingori to block it alongside his counterpart Jimmy Ngala. Brian Nyabera at the service court. It's a float jump. Float service that earns him an instant point. James Mugenyi finding it difficult to receive that ball accurately. Once again, Brian is at the service. Well picked. Sadiq that Kingori attempts to finish. Good backcourt defense there by the libero. Ball is still in play. Well set. Kingori. Owala, Kipchumba. He was too close to the net. He ended up touching the net in an attempt to finish that ball. Jimmy Ngala goes on to serve. In steps Mambo, Eric. Jimmy, that jump service, tactical jump service there. Lemoy picking that ball and going ahead to attack it. It's a closely knit set 4-4. Players from KPA feeling the pinch of the cold. Comfortable nonetheless by the performance so far. Kipchumba with that service. Again, Lemoy cements it on the ground. Very quick response on that over-received ball by Kingori there. Kipchumba goes on to serve. Well picked, well set. It's Mambo there, quick in that attack, making the scores 5-5. Very tightly knit set this one. Simply served. Bosire sets it. Lemoy. Bosire again. He is stopped in his tracks by Kingori and Mambo, who are solid on the blocks. Mombasa taking the lead at 6-5. Kisowala making it 7, actually making it 6-6 if I am not wrong. Scores at 6-6. Chris Owala goes on to jumps up. Well picked, well set. It seems to have gone out of court, making the points 7-6. KPA back in the lead. What are your predictions for today's match? Yegon?
Well. Kenya Ports Authority have won the first set, so unless Prisons Mombasa pulls up, which this set they seem to be fighting better. It's 7-7 there, just like I was saying, they're fighting this set more than they did in the first one. Get to wait and see how it turns out. I believe it's never over until it's over, so anything is possible as it stands. Lemoy there with that very quick attack. Lino again being very quick in the way he sets that ball.
Well, I'm not sure whether I can see Sam Juma in the libero uniform, or again, it's going to be a repeat of him
What we saw
playing at the
yesterday.
left position yesterday. You have seen Elijah Bosire attempting to attack. They are really having fun with these matches.
Yes.
I hope they don't lose sight of the main.
Well, tomorrow they have a big
agenda.
assignment. A really big assignment against General Service Unit, who are now sitting at the helm.
Well, an interesting development from the look of things. Should they win all their matches that are remaining, I think they do stand a chance to pick that last slot in the playoffs.
Yes, definitely.
Equity
yeah.
being a very worried lot right now, seeing as they have been performing rather well in the recent past.
Well, we wait and see. Tomorrow's match is the tough one of all the fixtures that they have this weekend. So wait and see if they are able to stop General Service Unit from yet another podium finish. We wait to see if that will happen. Of course, that match is scheduled for tomorrow, 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Might
tomorrow.
actually be played earlier, but we wait and see. Depending on the number of matches that we have tomorrow. Kenya Ports Authority 2 points ahead. Libero there, struggling to pick it. Moirori over receives that one. It's a pipe, goes out of court, and it's Elijah Bosire, and that's how we caught. The net touch by Brian Gamonde. Rory picks it. It is Kipchumba who is stopped in his tracks. And I think it's also dependent on how that ball was set. Having trouble receiving these balls in this set, KPA.
Well, KPA back to the lead, though not as wide of a range as it was in the first set, but a lead nonetheless. Oh, he hits it on the net, making it 14-11. KPA running away with this set as well.
Yeah, once they start going ahead, then the fate of the other team is almost sealed.
Amonde stopping him.
Gamonde is
Making
played
it
really
very,
well this leg, yeah. Wait to see how he'll play against the height of General Service Unit tomorrow.
I think that should be the climax of this
Yes.
final leg. Everyone waiting for those results. Though he just stabs that ball on the net, giving Prisons Mombasa one more point.
Another service out of court
By
by
James Mungenyi.
James Mgenyi.
And Brian Kamonde is back to the service.
I think what's his name? The libero Kenya Ports Authority.
Muirori or
No, not
Sam
Moirori.
Juma.
Sam Juma is donning a white jersey, so I think we will see
It is
a
possible.
repetition of what we saw yesterday.
Well, that would be really interesting.
I want to believe that in either this set or the set to come, that we will see him on court.
Depending again on how that set goes, because
Yes.
should Prisons Mombasa put up a fight, I'm sure it will be
Ryan Gamondo with
impossible.
that service out of court. Yeah. If they're able to bridge that gap, then he might not be able to feature. Otherwise, we expect that at any point we are going to see him. Sam Juma on court. Lemoy, very quick one. Beautiful, beautiful drill there by Lemoy. Again, he's trusted by Lilo, his setter, who splits that block there. They make a change to bring in Jeffrey James and Titus Kibet. Elijah Bosire steps out, and Kelvin Kipchumba, I think, as well. Somebody's asking about, is asking whether TVC are going to be playing their next match in the indoor arena. There is no match that will be played in the indoor arena today because apparently it's been secured for basketball.
Indeed, it
In fact,
has.
as this match is ongoing right now, there are kids who are training for taekwondo in there. So we expect that all matches will be played in this outside court. The more with that net touch. Or is it Jeffrey James? Moy again. It is on court. Did not make an attempt at blocking it. 15-19.
15-19.
We might not see Sam Juma in this set.
Definitely not.
Moirore picks it, and Lemoy this time around gets that touch out of the hands of Amtala Richard. And they have hit the 20-point mark, KPA. We know what happens when they get here.
They run. Or is it swim? Away.
In this case,
All was too low. Mambo trying desperately to finish that, but the hands of one Lemoy not letting him do that.
Bahari limechafuka. Jaribu kupiga ule mpira Maina Nicholas, lakini unakosa kupita ule wavu. Alama 7. Viongozi wale KPA dhidi ya wenzao wa idara ya magereza
Pwani.
katika eneo lile la Pwani. Moirori picks it. Lemoy again. Rising rather quickly. That is Collins who comes in. Collins Robert. At least jina lake tunalifahamu. Yesterday we were confusing him with Zekio Chieng because of the jersey he was donning and how, compared to what he was donning during the Paul Bitok tournament. But today we have his name, Collins Robert. Chris Owala picks that. It is Thoita. He's still in play, Moirori. It is Chris Owala. Thoita with that jump there to try and scare. Owala again, this time around. Nailing it.
Set point for KPA.
Looks
Just
like
looking for one more point to call this a set. Really playing a relaxed game.
it's like an improvement from
Calm
the
and
previous
collected.
set.
Yes, it is.
Ended at 25-15.
This time round, they have pulled up to 17. You've seen a bit of attacks from Prisons Mombasa.
the setters today have been very tactical, picking those loose balls
And asking to
handing
attack them.
Yeah.
And again, the counterparts have not been disappointing. You see, a player would anticipate that and decide, nah, you're not an attacker, so I'm not giving it to you. But these ones have been true to giving them that moment that Sam Juma had to enjoy yesterday.
Well. That is the end of the second set between Kenya Ports Authority and their fellow Coastarians in the prisons department. Coast Prisons 25-15 in the first set, 25-17 this second set. As we prepare to bring you the statistics, let us know where you're watching from. Jumamosi yako inaendelea vipi na wale ambao wako kule Naivasha? Hali ni ipi as you watch the World Safari Rally?
Well, I'm looking forward to the day where we will have the World Volleyball Championships in Kenya. It is a dream that, like Lupita said, all dreams are valid. There we have the statistics for the second set.
Kenya Ports Authority 25, Prisons Mombasa 17. 12 points from attack for Kenya Ports Authority, 4 for Prisons Mombasa. There is a tie at 3 points at the blocking department. 2 service aces for KPA and none for Prisons Mombasa. Kenya Ports Authority earning 8 points from opponent errors. Prisons Mombasa 10. Do not go too far because we are taking a short commercial break, but we'll be right back.
start of the third set. KPA leading by 2-0 against Prisons Mombasa. Very solid block there by Kamonde. The ball is still in play. Wonderful set there. An interesting save. Jeffrey James earning that point for KPA, leading at 3. Prisons Mombasa at 1. Toita serves it. Another powerful attack by Jeffrey James. After that, over-received ball by Muthiora off Prisons Coast. Jimmy Gala not managing to stop that attack. Sam Juma warming up, maybe to come on court and attack another ball, I don't know. Toita serves it, Muthiora picks it. Again, an attempt at attacking it. This time round, there seems to be a decision by the second referee that there were 4 touches on that ball. Henry Nyambu having a mouthful about that particular ruling. We keep going. An ace by Toita there. KPA seeming to enjoy the frustrations of Prisons Mombasa, smiling away as they gain point after point. Very comfortable lead, 6-1. Prisons Mombasa are yet to register another point. Again, double contact on that ball. That setting wasn't as it was supposed to be. Again, a dodge that sends it to the ground by one Nicholas Maina, who goes on to serve. Well picked by Toita. Kamonde hitting it very hard, making the scores 8-2. Beautiful, beautiful set there by one Titus Kibet. Kamonde at the service. It's a jump float. Well picked, well set. Maina, who jumps over Jimmy Ngala and hits that ball, making it an instant point. Jimmy Ngala goes to serve, giving room for Eric Mambo to step on court. It's going to be a jump service. It is a jump service. Muiruri picks it. Titus Owala hitting it above the hands of one James Mungenyi. Jeffrey Jeff serves. Another attack by Owala. Quick response to that error in reception. Again, Jeffrey James goes to serve. 10-7. KPA leading. Jeffrey, that ball straight onto the net, sending the service to the net. James Mugenyi with that jumps up. Toita picks it. Titus Owala. The rebound is well picked. Again, the ball has been blocked. Still remained on the side of Prisons Mombasa's court. I beg your pardon. There we see Omolo having a chat with the coach, James Ontere. Omolo was instrumental in their win against Prisons Kenya at the finals of the Paul Bitok International Tournament. Kingori goes on to serve for Prisons Mombasa, who are trailing by 6 points. Very huge margin against a team like KPA Titus. Again, ball is still in play. Simple tap. Titus sets it to Owala. An attempt by the setter to dodge that ball is stopped instantly by the new kid on court, Collins Robert. Seems to be a plan in change. Ball is still in play. Owala, who is stopped by Eric Mambo. Very well-timed block there. Diora there waiting for that service. Stepping out for Jimmy Ngala. After that rotation, sending Eric Mambo to the service. Well, they need to rectify something on the scorer's desk, giving an okay for the match to resume. A repetition of what happened in the first set, with KP at 12, Prisons Mombasa at 6. Did happen on the first set. Similar scores, similar teams. Simple dodge by Chris Owala, different from what we are used to him doing, hitting the balls. He does decide to dodge it this time round. Ball is still in play. Well set. Toita. Again Maina. Ball is still in play. Toita being funny with preparation to set that ball. Very funny. Being rather witty. Titus serves it. Udeora picks it. Maina attempts to spin it across into the space. That ball, not so much power behind that hit by Chris Owala. That is stopped right at the net by Jimmy Ngala. Himori goes on to serve. Toita again spinning it. Jimmy lands on the net, trying to stop that attack that actually was a spin of the ball. Toita with that jump serve. Udiora picks it. Jimmy Ngala attacking it and saying something about it. You cannot stop me. With my wealth of experience. Titus. Beautiful attack there. The scores move to 16-8. Prisons Mombasa staying at half point of what KPA has. There has been another change with Toita stepping out. And in comes Kelvin Kipchumba. We will be seeing sooner or later Sam Juma stepping in. That comfortable lead giving room for a bit of excitement. James telling him to warm up. Spin of that ball goes out of court. Ball flies out of court. And it's a service for James Mugenyi. It's actually Jimmy Ngala at the service who jump serves it. Muiruri picks it. Titus Collins slowly hitting that ball that flies back right into the hands of Jeffrey James, who makes that point and walks on to serve. He scores 18-9. Well set again. Ball is still in play. With that solid block of Titus and Collins, stopping Kingori right on his tracks. It has been a war of words for a better part of this match. Probably because they are both familiar foes, with one team at the backyard of the other. It's never that serious. It is a friendly exchange. They will walk together, eat together right after this match. It's never that serious. That jumps up by Jeffrey James. Muthiora picks it. And we have it. Eric Mambo hitting that ball squarely on the ground. But the score still remaining at half. KPA at 20, Mombasa Prisons at 10. KPA hitting the home run. Titus sets it to Jeffrey, who is stopped by one Kingori. Owala receives it, and a simple set by and a change. Owala steps out and in comes Sam Juma, as was expected, playing at the left position. A boost to the backcourt defense. I'm not quite sure about the attacking position for Sam Juma, who is a seasoned and trained libero player, having fun in this match, seeing him feature for KPA as a left player. Having fun, taking advantage of that score margin. The coach telling him to take a jump serve. I have personally never seen Sam Juma take a jump serve, but there is a start to everything. It is a jump serve. It's actually a jump float. Ball is still in play. Unfortunately, that step by Kevin Kipchumba changing the trajectory of that ball. Sam Juma being well placed to receive it. 22 KPA, Prisons Mombasa 12. And he serves it out of court, stepping out, giving room for Muiruri, the libero, to step in. A solid backcourt defense for KPA, seeing as there are two liberos on court. An exchange of outside serves for both teams that will reflect on the opponent's error as we take a look later on at the statistics. 23 KPA, 13 Prisons Mombasa. That hit by Jimmy Ngala, accompanied by a few words, as is his norm whenever he's on court. Titus, well picked by Frederick Muiruri, Again, Sam Juma in his element as the libero. Jimmy Ngala Maina hitting that ball off of the hands of Kipchumba, sending it flying out of court. Well picked, well set. Jeffrey James, Sam Juma, Titus, Mwiruri, Kipchumba, still in play. Maina, Titus, again. A finish on the net by Kipchumba. Trying to change the direction of that ball, failing to do it, and sending it right on the net. 23, KPA 16, Prisons Mombasa. Mwiruri, Titus, Kipchumba. Will it be Maina? It was Maina again. There seems to be a cross on the middle line. He did cross over to the opponent's side in an attempt to save that ball. KP at set point 24 against Prisons Mombasa's 16. Kipchumba with that jump serve. Maina, Chumba picks it. Jeffrey James trying to set it. Ball is still in play. Sam Juma, well picked by Mutiora. Again, seems to be a net touch. That struggle on the net. Jeffrey James trying as much as possible to stop it from coming across. Timeout by KPI, I believe, just to calm down the tension so far. Not quite a lot of tension, I might add. Just a bit of excitement or overexcitement in the events happening on court. KPS still at set point 24-17, Prisons Mombasa. They did end the second set by taking it 25-17, an improvement from the first set 25-15. Are we looking at another addition to the points in the third set? Maina at the service. Mwiruri picks it. Ball is still in play. Titus will give it to Jeffrey James. Well defended by Maina. Again, Mwiruri. And it's a point from Kingori, indeed. An improvement on the scores by Prisons Mombasa, albeit just 1 point. And that is the end of the third set, and ultimately also the end of the first match of the day. Prisons Mombasa losing 3-0 to Kenya Ports Authority. We'll be having the match statistics in a few. Keep it locked. We will be having the second match of the day. Prisons Nairobi facing it off with TBC. In the second match of the day there we have the set scores, with the first set Prisons losing 25-15. KPA takes it again 25-17, and also the third set 25-18. Well, KPA takes on the 3 points for this match. And the standings as it is right now, GSU still maintaining the lead at the top with 32 points. Prisons Kenya follows behind by 30 points. KDF at 30, tying it with Kenya Prisons. Equity Bank 28, just a match shy. They do not have any more matches to play in this leg. AP Kenya 23, KPA 21, Trailblazers 19, Kenya Army 19. Prisons Nairobi are at 11 points. KFS at 10, tying it with Prisons Western. Prisons Rift Valley at 7. Prisons Nyanza 6. Vihiga County 3. They did not honor their matches today, tying it with Prisons Mombasa, who have just lost their match 3-0 at 3 points also. Prisons Central at 0. They did not turn up for a lot of their matches we do believe that that will be resolved hopefully in the coming seasons. Well, that has been the end of the first match for the day. Thank you for keeping it locked. From me at the commentary desk, alongside my colleague
Iwan Wiliegon here for Trailblazers Volleyball Club and Mafro Sports. Asanteni sana kwa kuungana nasi. Stay tuned for the next match between Trailblazers Volleyball Club and Nairobi Prisons, and then later we'll see Prisons Western battle it out with Rift Valley Prisons. Again, another battle with battle between brothers. Asanteni sana on behalf of the entire production crew. Asanteni sana, and join us. Remember to hit that subscribe button so that you do not miss any bit of these broadcasts. See you in the next match.